So, Masai, I noticed, you got a little emotional up there when you were, doing your speech. Can you tell us a little bit of what receiving this honor means to you?
It hits you. I look at the crowd and the youth you're talking to, and you then remember your youth almost. And I look at the diversity in with what this university brings, and then I remember where I come from, and then I look at my beautiful wife and where she comes from, and the travel around the world, and it kind of hits you because you're trying to send a message to this youth, and you hope that they find what I found, as a person, in with work, with family, and um, I hope they do find it because now it's the open world for them, and that got me.
So, I know your mother was a doctor.
Mhm.
Does this give you any more credibility in the eyes of your family now that you've got your own doctorate?
Not really. They're all smarter than me.
Um, I've lived in Toronto my whole life, and I've never seen, a GM or coach of any sports team kind of receive this honor. What is it about, Masai Ujiri that sort of the people of Toronto are sort of connecting with?
um, I don't know why they give me this stuff. To be honest, I love the city. I love my team. I love the people of Toronto. There's something unique, beautiful about this place that makes my heart light up. It makes everything for me want to perform. And uh, I, I have to win. I have to win on the court. I have to win off the court. And I really feel it in this city.
So, talk a little basketball. Game 3 last night. Did you catch any of the game?
Some of it. Some of it.
Cleveland down 3-0. Your thoughts on where the series goes from here?
Um, it's tough. There's still one more game, and they came back, like a year ago. So honestly, when I watch this, I worry. My mind is on my team. I appreciate the finals. I appreciate the NBA because it's the league I work in. Um, everything I feel is to try and beat those guys, and so I wish that both teams the best of luck.
So, on that topic, what do you think you've got to do to sort of help close the gap? You talked about a culture change. What are some of the other things you're looking to do?
We're working on it. We're working on figuring out our team now, and we're still honestly in the evaluating process. And part of it is preparing for the draft now and seeing what moves open up, and the concentration of developing our young players with their summer work and how they're getting better. So we'll keep plugging away.
23rd pick in the draft coming up in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts to either moving up or even trading that pick? What sort of options are you looking at with that pick?
Every option. Now we have a lot of young guys on our team, so we're not opposed to bringing another one, trading up, down, keeping a player overseas, and then seeing what's out there in the market in terms of trades or anything. We're just open right now. We want to get better, whether it's for now or for the future. I think we have to look at it that way.
You've had a bunch of guys in for workouts over the past couple of weeks. Obviously you've seen the game tape. What's some of the stuff you're looking at them from personally to sort of, off the court and that when you meet with them? What are you looking for?
There's so many things. We've watched them extensively during the year, which is what we should do. That's the actual play. And then when you bring them in, we look for little things. Their real measurements on and off the court, whether it's psych tests, whether it's character, whether it's foot speed, length, all those things we look at, and then you interact with them. I think that's big. You bring them to your own facility. I think that's also huge, where they see where, if they get drafted here, well, this is their home, and you kind of look at how they react to that.
It's my last question. So,
Yes, sir.
you've had a bunch of Canadian guys in, Rathon Mays and Brooks and Enos. Do you ever give those guys, because they're Toronto guys, Canadian guys, a little bit of a harder look? Because, maybe fans would want to see one of those guys?
No question. I look for players everywhere around the world. We do pay attention to Canadian talent because it's not one of the things where now you're playing favoritism in any way. These kids are emerging. It's one of those. It's one of those things where the game is growing here, and we have to pay attention, and we do pay extra attention.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.